Hello and welcome to your practice today. We'll begin in bamboo in the wind. So bringing your feet close together, softening into your knees, tucking your tailbone under as you lengthen up through the spine, rolling your shoulders back and down, and just allowing your arms to hang loosely by your sides. Closing down the eyes or just having a soft gaze downwards. Beginning to deepen and lengthen your breath, breathing in and out through your nose, softening the muscles through your face, around the temples, all the little muscles around your eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, softening the face as much as possible. Softening your shoulders away from your ears, and as you continue to breathe deeply and slowly, you may like to continue to soften through the body, taking 3 more deep belly breaths. And on your next breath out, gently sighing out through the mouth. 2 more just like this. Gently spacing your feet hip width distance apart for your Qigong stance. Taking the arms off the body just a little bit, giving yourself a little bit of space. And take a few deep breaths, softening into this posture. And then when you feel ready to, we'll gently open our practice, opening the chi gates, sweeping your arms up to the sky. And then the hands just float down the body, palms facing down. Twice more. Then we'll just gently circle our arms, just opening through the shoulders, the chest. Inhaling as your arms come upwards and exhaling as they float back down. Take one more in this direction. I'm just going the other way. One more here. I like to just roll your shoulders a little bit. And then we'll find knocking on the door to life. Gently swinging your arms and tapping the front of the hip and the lower back. And feel free to sigh out through the mouth, helping to release tension in the body. Take 3 more slow breaths in this movement. Slowing the arms down, coming back to your Qigong stance, taking a breath, And we'll just gently swing our arms out to about shoulder height and back again, and pulsing into the knees, just swinging the arms. You can stay with this movement, or you may like to add a little tap in. So when we come up, the back of our hands tap just um, above, no, underneath our collarbones, at our lung points. So just an option there just to stimulate our lungs, that meridian line that is there. And starting to slow it down, coming back to your Qigong stance, taking a few deep breaths. Allowing your heart rate to slow back down if it picked up a little. And just taking a moment to ground, to soften, bringing your hands to your heart when you're ready. Palms are touching. And our arms are just going to come out to the side. And just as if they're pushing against the walls, the wrists are flexed. Then they join back at the heart and softening in, maybe a little bend in the knee. So opening out, expanding through the chest, and then softening back in. May like to open on a breath in and soften on a breath out. One more here. Releasing your hands by your sides, taking a breath, and bringing one hand just behind your back, palm facing out. And your other hand is just going to bend at the elbow and the palm is facing you. Doesn't matter what side you start with, we'll do both. And gazing at your hand, we're just gently twisting out to the side through the waist and then coming back to center and then around the other side just as much as it's comfortable to. And then continuing just twisting through the waist side to side. Softening your shoulders as much as you can. And just one more repetition. Coming back to center. Then stretching your arms out to the side, taking a stretch outwards and pressing your feet up and away from the earth, creating a bit of space through the spine, taking a deep breath in, and then swapping sides. So your hand that was just up goes behind your back, resting on your lower back. And your other hand bends at the elbow, palm facing in and gazing at your hand. And begin turning, twisting through the waist, one side, and then coming across and going towards the other side. You may notice that one side was a little bit more open and flexible than compared to another side. Just being gentle with yourself. Taking one more repetition. Coming back to center. And again, just stretching your fingers out to the side, pressing your feet up and away from the earth, stretching in all four directions. Another deep breath in and soften on your exhale. We're going to bring our hands just crossing at the wrist now. They're going to lift up. Your gaze will go with them. And once you get to just above your head, going to separate the hands out to the side. And then they're just going to float back down and crossing over at the wrist, lifting up, opening through the arms, and then the hands float down. Just trying to alternate what hand is on top of that cross that you make. It's okay if you can't remember from last time, but just trying to alternate what hand is on top. Taking one more round. Allow your arms to float down by your sides and reaching your arms up, taking a full body stretch upwards, taking a deep breath in, and then washing the chi over your head, back of your neck, shoulders, down the torso to your lower back. Gently massage your lower back. And the hands continue down the back of the legs, coming into a forward fold. And you may like to just rest your hands on your shins, or you can rest them on the earth if they reach. Taking a little bit of movement if that feels good, or you can remain in stillness if you prefer. Any sighs out through the mouth are most welcome. Just releasing tension, creating space for softness. Taking another 3 slow breaths. And slowly rolling yourself back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back to standing, taking another full breath. Our next movement, we're going to bring the hands on top of one another and they're going to come up overhead. And then we're just going to float them back down and then separating the hands. We're going to pass through the waist and the middle finger is going to point up. Like, I don't know if you can see there. So they're going to come back and that middle finger is pointing up to the sky. So you're getting a stretch through the fingers. And as the hands come past the hips, we're going to just bring a leg out so the toes can stay on the mat or you can hover. And then the foot comes back in and the hands come back together. So I'll just show you from the side so you can see. Arms floating up. The arms float down. And they separate as you shift your weight over to one leg. Middle finger points up to the sky, and your other leg points back or hovers. Foot coming to the mat, hands back together. So I'll just show you a few rounds on the side so you can kind of um, see it a little bit more clearly, and then I'll face the front again. So lifting up, arms floating down, shifting your weight, foot and arms go back. Do one more on each side. coming back to center, then connecting to the earth and adjusting your feet if you moved around a little bit there. Arms facing the earth, elbows are off the side body just a little. Taking one more grounding breath. Then we're going to bring the arms up to one side and around. When you get to the top, the palms face the sky and then they just fall down the other side. So creating a nice big circle, just going the other way, gazing up at your hands and down. Or if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. One more here. Returning to center, taking another deep, slow breath. Releasing your arms by your sides. And then we'll gently take one hand and it'll come across the body but not touching. So it's just hovering off the body. And it's just going to come across and out. And your other hand is going to come across again, not touching, and across. So we're just kind of alternating with the arms. You can bring a gentle twist into the movement if that feels nice. Otherwise, you can just stay centered and move the arms. Closing your eyes or just a soft gaze downwards. Taking 3 more slow, soft breaths in this movement. And when you're ready, just coming back to center, releasing your arms, taking a deep breath. We'll close our chi gates, sweeping your arms upwards and floating the arms down, twice more, grounding that chi that we've cultivated. And stepping your feet together as you place your hands to the lower dantian, just underneath the belly button. Taking another deep breath and bringing your hands to rest over your heart. You may like to bow your head inwards, offering yourself gratitude, taking another full breath, perhaps a sigh out through the mouth, and releasing your arms by your side, blinking open your eyes if they're closed. Thank you for joining me for your practice today. I hope to see you again soon. And if you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to write it in below or send me a message. Have a lovely rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you again next week.